Alright, everybody, welcome to the vocabulary lesson. This is the 33 vocabulary lesson. Now I have two words, which is solid and resource. Resource and source and resourceful. Now I will tell you what solid means, okay? And then that means firm and stable in shape, not liquid or fluid. The stream was frozen solid. Synonyms is hard, rock, solid, rigid, firm, solidified, set, frozen, jellied, congealed, concrete. The stream was frozen solid. Having three dimensions, a solid figure with six plane faces. A substance or object that is solid rather than liquid or fluid. Cool, awesome, that movie was solid. To say some is strong or hard, or you mate the kid is solid. A state of being okay or chill. Jolster asked Seo Bain how she was feeling. Seo Bain, I don't know how to pronounce that name. Never heard that name before in my life. That's a weird name. Replied, I'm solid Jolster. Solid food, solid answer, solid ground, solid goal, solid color, solid comfort. And that means, okay, solid means hard. That means hard. Solid food and all the solid word meanings, that means hard food, hard answer, hard ground, hard gold, hard color, hard comfort. Comfort means comfortable. A solid, as opposed to a liquid or gas, has a size and shape to it. It doesn't flow like water or disappear into the air. Ice is water in the solid state. Synonyms is hard. Solid means hard. That means hard. Solid means hard. That means hard. Solid means hard. That means hard. A solid object. That means hard object. Carved out of solid rock. A solid block of wood. A solid line across the page. Solid sheets of water. A solid voting block. Solid means solid. It means firm and stable in shape, not liquid or gas. A solid base hit. A solid foundation. Work of solid scholarship based on solid facts. Good solid food. Solid blackness. The bank is solid and will survive this attack. Having three dimensions, length, breadth, and thickness, as a geometrical body or figure of, or relating to bodies or figures of three dimensions, having the interior completely filled up, free from cavities, or not hollow, a solid piece of chocolate, without openings or breaks, a solid wall, a body or object having three dimensions, length, breadth, and thickness, a solid substance or body, a substance exhibiting rigidity. Solid means dependable and reliable. Next, solid means something that is hard when it's not liquid or gas. Down to Earth is a song. That means I never thought that it'd be easy, cause we both so distant now, and the walls are closing in on us, and we're wondering how. No one has a solid answer, just walking in the dark. And the movie called Hellboy 2004. And he says, hey Myers, you're a talker. What's a good word? A solid word for need. Myers says, need is a good solid word. HB says, you're too needy. Solid means hard. And then the next word is resource. A resource is a stock or supply of money, materials, staff, and other assets that can be drawn on by a person or organization in order to function effectively. Local authorities complained that they lacked resources. Similar. Assets, funds, wealth, money, riches, capital, deep pockets, staff, people, supplies, materials, stores, stock, reserves, holding, supply, reservoir, pool, fund, stockpile, accumulation, hard, an action or strategy which may be adopted in adverse circumstances. Sometimes anger is the only resource left in a situation like this. Similar. Expedient resort means measure, method, course, way, scheme, plan, plot, stratagem, maneuver, machination, agency. Another one is bright, sharp, talented, gifted, able, capable, spirited, enthusiastic, ambitious, energetic, vigorous, opposite, unimaginative. A resource is something useful such as food or water, and a source is the place where something comes from. Resourceful, able to meet situations, capable of devising ways and means. A resourceful leader. Resourcefully is an adverb. Resourcefulness is a noun. These were clothes that were resourceful, inventive, and emotional, and despite a drover's own bohemianism, rather classical. People are very resourceful, and the kitchen is one of the places where the most clever among us can shine. I looked on my phone for information. I am very resourceful. My view numbers are down on my YouTube channel. I have to be resourcefully to get my view numbers back on my YouTube channel. Source is a noun, a place, person, or thing from which something comes or can be obtained. Resource is a stock or supply of money, materials, staff, and other assets that can be drawn on by a person or organization in order to function effectively. Resource is a stock. Resource is a stock. Resource is a stock. Resource is a stock or supply of money. Resource is a stock or supply of money. Resource is a stock or supply of money. And the next is one of the synonyms here, which is trick, ruse, artifice, device, tool, provide. A person or organization with materials, money, staff, and other assets necessary for effective operation. Ensuring that primary health care workers are adequately resourced. Oil is essentially their only resource. The computer laboratory is an essential resource for students. A source of supply or support and available means usually used in plural. A natural source of wealth or revenue, often used in plural. A natural feature or phenomenon that enhances the quality of human life. Computable wealth, usually used in plural, a source of information or expertise, something to which one has resource in difficulty. Expedient, a possibility of relief or recovery, a means of spending one's leisure time, an ability to meet and handle a situation. Resourcefulness. Resources is plural, a usable stock or supply case of money or products. Natural resource, the ability to meet and deal with situations, a source of supply, support, or aid, especially one that can be readily drawn upon when needed. Resources, the collective wealth of a country or its means of producing wealth. Usually resources, money, or any property that can be converted into money. Assets, often resources and available means afforded by the mind or one's personal capabilities to have resource against loneliness, an action or measure to which one may have recourse in an emergency expedient. Capability in dealing with a situation or in meeting difficulties. A woman of resource, something that can be used to help you. The library was a valuable resource and he frequently made use of it. Resources are natural substances such as water and wood which are valuable in supporting life. The earth has limited resources and if we don't recycle them, we use them up. Resources are also things of value such as money or possessions that you can use when you need them. The government doesn't have the resources to hire the number of teachers needed. A useful or valuable possession or quality of a country, organization, or person. The country's greatest resource is the dedication of its workers. Britain's mineral resources include coal and gas deposits. Resource. I went out a resource fair and gave people free information about artists with autism. Source means place where something originates. Resource means supply. You are very resourceful. Resourceful means having the ability to find quick and clever ways to overcome difficulties. He maintained her reputation for being a resourceful problem solver. Similar, ingenious, imaginative, inventive, creative, quick-witted, clever, and we have good resources to do good jobs. There's other synonyms here, which is bright, sharp, talented, gifted, able, capable, spirited, enthusiastic, ambitious, energetic, vigorous, opposite, unimaginative. And then next, the source is a place, person, or thing from which something comes or can be obtained. Mackerel is a good source of fish oil. Similar. Origin, place of origin, birthplace, spring, wellspring, fount, starting, point, history, pedigree, provenance, derivation, root, etymology, beginning, genesis, start, rise, cause, author, originator, initiator, creator, inventor, architect, father, mother, provenience, fountainhead, begetter, radix, obtained from a particular source. Each type of coffee is sourced from one country. The source is you. It means you are the originator. It's just an origin where you started from, meaning some things are made from China and Japan and those countries. You're getting free information about a subject. The source is a origin thing. The source of honey is bumblebees. It means that's where it comes from. The source is the actual dictionary. If I'm trying to find the word definition, where am I going to go? To the dictionary, that's my source. Source is point of origin. Source means finding out a website. Source is a place, person, or thing from which something comes. Source means something for whatever it comes from. Source is where it comes from. Source means wherever it comes from. Source means where it comes from. Source is a place, person, or thing from which something comes or can be obtained. Obtain. I gotta know what obtain means, so I don't know how to explain that. Okay. Where's the source of your income? The source of income is the artist with autism, is the business of making money by selling it. The sun is the source of energy, the person, place, or thing from which something, information, goods, etc., comes or is acquired. Spring, fountainhead, wellhead, any collection of water on or under the surface of the ground in which a stream originates. A reporter's informant, source, synonyms, wellspring. And resourceful, finding way to overcome difficulties. Number 2, resourceful, plentiful or very abundant in giving. Being resourceful is the ability to make the most of the resources available to you. Number 4, having the ability to find quick and clever ways to overcome difficulties. Number 5, resourceful means to gain value into what we could have knowledge. Number 6, making the most out of the available resources, which is the resourceful. Resource is something that one uses to achieve an objective, e.g., raw materials or a person's capacity to deal with difficulty. Resourceful is capable or clever, able to put available resources to efficient or ingenious use, using materials at hand wisely or efficiently. Having the ability to find quick and clever ways to overcome difficulties. Difficulties of something. Don't know how to explain that, but well, it's a good lesson, so I gave you all the answers and explanations and different examples. Alright, folks, the lesson is over. Hope you guys enjoyed the lesson.